I am a professional investor competing in the US Investing Championship for 2026, and these are the type of stocks that you want to avoid. However, one of my nicknames, one of the things that people know about me is that I'm Batman. That's my secret identity. Today, I just got a list of all of the Joker stocks. The Joker stocks. And what we're going to do is we're going to rank them from Lambo to food stamp, from 0 to 9. And this is the list right here. And what's so exciting about this too is not only do we have Joker's list of stocks, but we have Joker's price targets, which are a huge joke, if you want to ask me. So let's start at the top. Let's start with PayPal over here. But let's start with this one here, PayPal. Holy moly. So first off, what I want to start and say is that anytime you look at a stock with no effort whatsoever, you can see the trend. You can see the direction that the stock is going. Okay. I can't tell you the duration and I can't tell you the magnitude, but I can tell you all day, all night with no YouTube disclaimer because it's just math, exactly the direction it's going. And so can you. All you got to do is add 3 moving averages to your chart. You can do this on any platform 100% for free. The 10 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 50 EMA. If the 10 is under the 20 and price is under the 50, that is a bearish trend. If the 10 is over the 20 and price is over the 50, that is a bullish trend. Now, you can see right here that it was a bullish trend for a minute, and then it returned and turned around, right? So what I like to say is you might make a buck or lose a buck sometimes, but let's say you went short right here. You'll be able to make tons of bucks when the trend is going your direction. So just that quick, you can see if a stock is trending up or trending down. And again, we don't know duration and we don't know magnitude, but we can certainly see direction. All right, now, one thing I can see right here is this has been in a big, nasty downtrend for ages, but it did find a little bit of support at this order block right here. And lo and behold, what did I just see? If I zoom out just a smidge, what do I see right here? I feel like I see something called the market cycle. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. Probably not. I mean, as a professional investor, I do like to talk about it, but lots of jokers on the internet talk all kinds of stuff. But let's see the market cycle here, right? Stage 1 is the sideways consolidation. Stage 2 is the big, beautiful uptrend where everybody feels like a genius. Stage 3 is the top where the moving averages start crossing over. And stage 4 is the big, nasty move down. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it can repeat. Look at that. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4 with the bounce and then continued on the 4. Can you believe that? Now, there are people who purchased it all the way back here at $51 who are saying, okay, well, if it ever comes back, I'm going to buy some more. And tell me order blocks don't work. There's no cotton picking away on God's green earth that you can look at this and say order blocks don't work. You've got 1, 2, 3. All were created in October of 22, November 22, and February of 23. 1, 2, 3. You think you got a little bit of overhead resistance right here? You can't tell me order blocks don't work. There's no cotton picking way that you could tell me that this random spot on the chart where all the sellers were at doesn't work. Now, what do these represent? These are areas of stuck, trapped buyers. And if you could get back to break even, what would you do? You would probably sell out as fast as possible. And that's exactly what we saw. And it got monkey hammered hard after that point. But again, order blocks definitely work. There's no way that you could argue against me on it. Now, if you got enough buyers, right? If the buyers overwhelm the sellers, then it'll continue up. But there are no more buyers here at PayPal. There are no buyers here. And in fact, PayPal is down 17% after earnings. So what I want to do is I want to score all of these stocks coming from the Joker. Is the Joker's price target actually $200? It's a $43 stock this morning. Even before it hit the market cycle, the peak of that market cycle is around $93. The Joker's price target was $200. That is a joke of a price target. So now think about this. If you decided to have a price target, and I'm only going to mention this one time and it would apply to all of them. If you had a price target of $200 on a $43 stock, are you going to just say, you know what? I'm smarter than the market. I know what's going to happen. I am going to hold and wait until I get paid those $200. Well, when's the last time PayPal was at $200? I think that's a good question to ask. When's the last time PayPal was at 200? Oh my good gravy. Okay, you want to talk about fractals? Look at this market cycle inside of a bigger market cycle. Holy goodness, isn't that crazy? The COVID peak right here. The last time that PayPal was at $200 was roughly December of 2021 as it was crashing down. Roughly 2021 as it was crashing down. It needs to go up 270% in order to achieve that. It has been 1,515 days since it hit that point. So you ask yourself this question. If you set a price target, and I'm only going to do this once and apply this to all the other stocks. If you set a price target, are you actually going to wait 1,515 days to get to that? December of 2021 was the last time it happened. Now we're in 2026. So potentially in 2031, you get your money at the $200 level. Just think of all the other investments you could make. You could buy a house. Why would you ever set any price target? And even if it's $100 to $200, the point here that I'm trying to make is that we don't know when it's going to happen. We have no idea when it's going to happen. So by setting a price target, you are anchoring to a certain level that may never be achieved. So therefore, you could be stuck in the stock for 5 years, maybe longer, before it achieves your price target because you think you know more than the market. I think that is a very, very dangerous way to trade and invest because you truly don't know. Also, I want to take a moment over here to talk about why you don't buy the dip because you don't know how far it's going to dip. Don't buy the dip because you don't know how far it's going to dip. You can buy the rip because you don't know how high it's going to rip. It's the same thought. I'm going to buy the dip because it's going to go back up, but I'm scared to buy the rip because it might go down. Versus, I don't want to buy the dip because I don't know how far it's going to dip. I think the Lambo just drove by. I just heard it right now. Or, I want to buy the rip because I don't know how high it can rip. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever to ever buy a dip because you truly don't know how far down it's going to go. But buying the rip makes a ton of sense because you don't know how high it's going to go either. Okay, so let's zoom in today. Let's give a score of PayPal. Right now, the score is 0 to me, but let's be objective here. The first thing we want to do is take a look at the market because remember, all stocks are driven by the market and the sector and then the stock itself. 40% due to the market, 30% due to the sector, 30% due to the stock itself. So the market is sitting on 2 of 3. Okay, so the trend of the market is bullish. We still have a buy signal on the S&P 500, but market breadth not looking so good. Now, market breadth is measuring how many buy or sell signals we have. As this line goes further down, we get more and more sell signals, less and less buy signals. And you can see the bearish cross right here using the 10 EMA of that line. That, yeah, we've definitely come into a bearish breadth area of the market. And we're getting less uptrends, more downtrends. Breadth is terrible right now across the board. Okay, so that's the market. Let's go into PayPal itself and look at the sector. PYPL, there we go. Let's look at the sector, and then we can take a little bit deeper dive. -3 for Steven. Okay, so... Oof, PayPal looks terrible. It's had a sell signal for so long, I have to zoom out. When's the sell signal come through? So the sell signal came on Halloween, as I was dressed as Batman on Halloween night, in fact. Halloween, we got the sell signal on PayPal, and it's done nothing but go down since then. So OVTLYR not only shows you where the stock is going when you're trying to buy it, but also shows you when to get out of a stock. Okay, and this is a perfect representation. Let's see just how far it's gone since the sell signal. A perfect representation of why you've got to pay attention to sell signals, why you have to have an exit plan. Because as of this morning, it's now down 40-ish%. Let's just round it up to 4. It's 37.8, but let's round it to 40. Are you cool with setting 40% of your dollars on fire? Put a let me go to my emoji board over here. Put a rocket in the chat if you want to see your emojis. I'm sorry. If you want to see 40% of your money just burn up, put a rocket in the chat. No. I take it back. Put a fire emoji. Sorry, I didn't realize I had a fire emoji right there. Okay, I had a fire emoji. Forget the rockets. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you like the idea of 40% of your stock just exploding, just burning up. There's nothing there. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yes. Everybody is super stoked about that, right? Super, super stoked. Yeah, no, not even Chris Chains would want that. No, of course not. Of course not. So 40% of your money has evaporated since you've been in the stock because it's been trending down. Now let's jump into this. Now, and I won't spend as much time on all these stocks, but the sector, the financial sector, is in a lot of trouble right now. The financial sector is getting way more fearful. Financial sector is in a lot of fear these days. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of fear, but a lot less greed than there used to be. And then the breadth, again, crossed down bearishly. So for me, the financial sector is something I wouldn't even touch. So the market's looking okay. The fear and greed and breadth in the sector, not so good. But now we come to the stock. Now remember, this is only 30% of the whole thing. And this is why you, as soon to be a professional investor, need to pay attention, right? Because the Joker has no idea, I assume, has no idea that 40% of the stock move is due to the market, 30% due to the sector, and then the last 30% due to the stock itself. And the Joker probably doesn't even understand that you can see the direction that a trend is following easily, but I can't tell you the duration or magnitude. Okay. So looking at the trend, it's obviously bearish. Looking at the signal, it's been a sell signal since October. Fear and greed continues to get more and more and more fearful. Oh, hang on. But Chris, don't you know that you have to buy when there's blood in the streets? I made the blood in the streets. I'm the derpy Joker. Yes. Buy stocks as they're going down. That way you get a great deal on them. Shut up, Joker. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay? You don't want to be buying stocks as they're getting fearful. You want to wait until they've stopped getting fearful and they're starting to get more greedy, right? Same thing with the trend. You want to stop buying stocks as they're trending down and wait for the trend to reverse in price. You should dollar cost average into this stock. That way you get a great price. The funny thing about that is that let's go over here, right? Let's say you dollar cost averaged, and this is a decent example here, come on, clicky, here, and here. Let's say you did it on the way down or you did it on the way up. Would you believe this is going to blow a lot of your mind? If you dollar cost averaged on the way up, it would be the exact same average price as if you dollar cost averaged on the way down. So imagine it does find a bottom, it turns around and it starts ripping higher, right? Remember, it's done this, and then it finds a bottom and comes right back up. If you dollar cost average at the exact same price, you are getting the exact same price on your average. Pretty cool, right? Most people don't want to admit that. Most people don't want to admit that at all. But you do. You understand. You're an outlier. You understand that. There are no outlier blocks, at least. Between here and here, you got at least 2% of a move. That's how that's coded in. So 3 of 9. That's how we're going to rank this. Objectively, 3 of 9. So let me remove this. Move this stock over here. Let's do target. Yes, a $200 target. I will wait for 5 years. All right. So our first stock on the board. Oh wait, I did that backwards, didn't I? Hang on. There we go. So first stock on the board, we're going to give it a score of, let's see, score. Let's insert score right here. Score of 3 of 9. We're being objective here. We understand as professional investors what we're looking for, what we want to see in a stock, and PayPal is not what we want to see in a stock. How about Meta? Let's go to Meta. Bob, that's exactly it, dude. 70% of a stock's move, I wouldn't say price, right? Price is, it can fluctuate. We're looking for the movements here, right? Is not determined by the company itself. Yeah. Now, here's a great example. Meta actually is lit up all across the board right here. All across the board. So shouldn't Meta be worth $1 billion, right? Well, I'm sure it's worth more than $1 billion, right? But Meta is a perfect example of a gap and crap right here. Even though the stock, let's close this out. Even though the stock and it had earnings are all green, it's still gap and crapped. Gap and crap, meaning it gapped up. How much did it gap up? From close to open. I should say open is way up here. 10%. Okay. It gapped up 10%. And then all it's done since then is moved down. Now, if the sector were super strong and the market were super strong, we could see a lot stronger result of this. And rather than gapping up, right? Rather than gapping up and coming down, we could have seen a gap up and a gap and go. That is a huge difference, a huge difference. So let me remove these drawings here and let's go back to it. So let's look objectively at Meta. Meta has the buy signal the day before that huge gap up. That's pretty convenient. The sector, not looking so hot. This is in the communications sector. Less buy signals, more sell signals, slightly more fear than yesterday. But even though the stock itself looks brilliant, you've still got headwinds against it. You've still got poor breadth overall in the market, poor breadth in the sector, and poor fear and greed in the sector. So this is a 6 of 9. Okay, 6 of 9. Score 6 of 9. So far, if we sort, where's my sort button? Editing. There we go. Sort largest to smallest. There we go. So far, Meta is twice as powerful as PayPal. And you can see on the charts, right? You can see on the charts. Like, let's be objective here. Let's take all of our emotions out of anything, right? Look at Meta. Look at silver. Ooh-wee. Silver up. How much today? Like 15%. PayPal. EYPL. Right? Big difference here. That is why Meta gets a score of 6, where PayPal gets a score of 3. Pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Let's go to the next one. Amazon. Amazon. I'll tell you what, with as much money as my wife spends at Amazon, there should be no other stock as valuable as Amazon. Let me tell you. Okay, so looking at Amazon right here. So it is right now inside of an order block, and it's gonna take a lot of buyers to overwhelm this. Now we're coming up into earnings as well, so you got to be careful with that. Let's go to Amazon. Okay. Amazon's still sitting with the sell signal right here. So Amazon having a sell signal is definitely not going to help you out here. OVTLYR is picking up a order block that, from back here. Okay. Assuming that it can push past that, the OVTLYR block definitely should be clicked red, but I'll leave it green for now. Maybe there's probably 2% room right there between the one that it's picking up. What I'm trying to say here is that looking at this, again, this is in the discretionary sector. The sector is not looking all that great. The trend is bullish. The signal has to sell. The fear and greed is rising, but you definitely have some overhead resistance in the way. You can see it on the chart right there. You can see it right here. So because of that overhead resistance, this is not one that I would be looking to trade. So if we're objective on Amazon, so this is number 3. If we're objective on Amazon and the Amazon price target of $400, I mean, honestly, who knows how long it's going to take to get up to $400? How about we just say, I'm going to let it run as far as it can. Now, imagine Amazon does crash up to $400. If it hit $400, are you going to sell at that moment? Probably not. If you bought it at $244 and it crashes up to $400, are you going to sell at that moment? Probably not. Probably not. If it does, and you hold on to it, were you ever going to sell at $400? No, of course not. It was just the spot on the chart that I thought looked good. I was thinking about buying a Lambo. I was thinking about my Lambo-shaped pool around my Lambo-shaped house with all my gold Lambos around it. That's what I was doing. I didn't care about risk at all. I only cared about reward. That is not how professional investors think. Professional investors understand that all stocks are bad, and every once in a while they act right. Okay, so let's rank Amazon over here. It's got 5 of 9. Amazon has 5 of 9. All right, cool. Let's do our sort real quick. And let's do one more. AMD. AMD, once known as the advanced money destroyer. Is it still? Is it still? I don't know. I don't know. In fact, hang on. I have a lot of drawings in here. Remove 8 drawings. There we go. The advanced money destroyer was actually looking pretty sharp for a minute. But what do you see right here? Tell me what you see on the chart that would give me a whole heap and helping full of concern on AMD. What do you see on the chart? What do you see on the chart? Yeah, exactly. I see those big, nasty, ugly order blocks, maybe even double tops, right? Those order blocks are disgusting. I don't want to be anywhere close to them. I don't want to be anywhere close to them. Now, the outlier is picking up a different one right here. I'm going to have to ask Mahesh why this is bugging out right there. But let's continue on. We've got big, nasty order blocks right here, a double stacked order block right here. And that means there are sellers waiting to get out at break even. Looks like AMD has earnings today after the market closes. Ooh, okay. Well, let's look at it, right? So it had a buy signal on January 20th. From January 20th to now, it is up nicely, about 11%. That's a great start. But now you're running up into these order blocks. This is an area of overhead resistance that people do want to sell it out because they're finally getting back to break even. That I wouldn't risk it at. So looking on the chart over here, this is a 6 of 9 as well. 6 of 9. Okay, cool. So let's sort this real quick. And too slow today. Hang on, I'm almost ready. I was trying. Here we go. Okay, I had to grill. There we go. Yeah, boy, let's go. It's Chris James in the house. You know it's me. All right. So I heard that we doing Lambos and food stamps, and I heard we got the Joker stock picks over here. The Joker, you know him, baby. He's only going to go up with them stocks. You set a price target, and you just wait, and you get paid. It's so easy. You find a stock, you set a price target, you wait to get paid, you're done. You're going to be a gazillionaire like Chris. You know, here's the thing. You ain't a real millionaire unless you walk around your house, your 18-story penthouse shaped like a Lambo with all the Lambos outside with a Lambo-shaped pool. If you don't jangle. If you ain't jangling when you walk, then you ain't a real millionaire. That's what I tell my kids. All my children that's illegitimate, and I got too many baby mamas. Anyway, let's go back to Elf Beauty. Ooh, I bet this thing's beautiful. I bet it's beautiful. Let's go take a look at this. Manny knows. He's my hero. I'm his hero. We all heroes together. Professional YouTuber and professional money man. That's what my name is, Chris James, baby. Woo! Elf Beauty. Okay. Not looking so hot. Okay, hang on. It's a great time to go buy that dip. Yeah, buy the dip. Buy that dip, baby. Listen, you can see it's done to come up, so therefore it's gonna go up to my price target of 220. It's only 87 right now. It's got like more than double and stuff, but don't worry about that. We got earnings. You know what happens at earnings, right? Stocks only go up. So now here's your chance. Buy it while you can before earnings come up. And then it's going to be sitting at 220. I'm going to get some more grills, more chains, more rollies, more Lambos. You know the deal, baby. But this ugly old man with glasses and 41% of his hair was telling me that I got to get that skull on there. So I'll give you a skull. Hang on. Lambos, baby. Elf Booty going to be, if you ain't jangling, you ain't no jangling. I like that. All right. What do you mean had to turn volume down? Oh, my goodness. You got to turn that volume up. When it comes jangling, baby, I'm going to give you Elf Beauty score 420. 420. Oh, baby, let's go. Celsius. You know me. I get hopped up on Celsius and Sudafed every day. I spell it wrong. CELF. It ain't CELF. CELH. Oh, you know me. Elf Booty. That's right. Elf Beauty. Wait. So what? That spells it wrong again? CELHCL. I don't know. How the hell do I spell the Celsius? CELCLEH? I have literally no idea at this point. I know the outlier covers it. I don't know what I'm doing. CELH. I know we covered it. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. Not like my money. CELH. CELH. Okay, it used to be there. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, no. Listen, it's just a tiny itty-bitty baby pullback. We got earnings coming up. As I talk about, it's going to go up $100 a share. So $51. I'm going to rank this one because I like to get hopped up on Sudafed and Celsius. You know the deal. I'm going to give it How much is Sudafed? $14 each. Because I get that good Sudafed, not the baby stuff you get to store. I get the good Sudafed. You know what I'm saying? Come in a little blue blister pack, blue blister pack Sudafed. And I like to drink my Celsius. I like the mixed berry flavor. It just sparkles in my mouth, makes my grills all shiny. So I'm gonna give it 69, baby. 69. That's good. You wish you knew about 69. That's right, 69. That's good. CRM. 67. Oh, that's a good score. Maybe our next. Hang on. It's gone, yo. I don't know what the hell happened to that. It just disappeared. Okay. Don't stress on this one. It's fine. If you bought the dip, you gonna make money. All right. So how much is CRM right now? Is exactly CRMs. Oh, jeepers. Don't listen. One of the things that I teach in my course, which is only $84,000 a quarter. $84,000 a quarter, nothing when you make those Brazilian dollars, baby. When you make it a Brazilian dollars, $84,000 a quarter ain't nothing. CRM. Okay, so this is when you start buying that dip. That's when you start buying that dip. This one looks real bad, but it's only going to go up from here. I mean, the sell signal came on January 5th. What them to know about it? They don't know nothing about no sell signal. The only thing I see right here is buy. Order blocks is in areas where they actually might work, but I won't admit it. So what I'm gonna say is anytime that price go down, there's your time to get in, right? There's your time to get in. 350. 350. Come on. It's gonna be like 750. I heard that Joker. He's so smart. He knows exactly what the future is gonna hold. He almost as smart as Chris Change. He might have $1 billion, but he ain't got no Brazilian dollars like I got. Ain't nothing but a thing. Know what I'm saying, boy? Here's the thing. If you want gold like Chris Change, you gotta be buying the dips. All right. So if we gonna go into CRM, as Mr. Senior Wahoo the Art, this is number 7 on here, so you know it's about to happen, baby. You know it's gonna happen, baby. It's gonna be 6 and then 7. That's how I rank them. You wish you had that kind of money. In general, I should. What is on my TV right now? The future. Some would call me the Panther. Others would call me Mr. McMoneybags. But you know my names. You know my names? Chris Change. You know my names is Chris Change. Okay. Adobe. All right. Adobe. See, here's another opportunity to buy that dip. I'm the prophet Panther. Adobe, boy. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Adobe. It's a great time to buy the dips. Adobe. I mean, it's a great time to buy dips, right? You get the sell signals right there because ain't nobody learned to sell. So anytime you see somebody saying you should sell, that's actually when you should buy. Because then you get to buy it before it dip all that down like that. We go over here, and I mean, I like a stock that's down 20%. I like a stock down 20%, right? I just saying, it's a great time to buy this. If you smart boy, you're gonna be smart by buying Adobe right there. Okay, even though it's a scored tree over here. Adobe. How many is it? So A, the first letter of the alphabet, D, the fourth letter of the alphabet, B, the second letter of the alphabet, and E, the fifth letter of the alphabet. Right? 5,000. 50,000. I don't care. All the thousands. There we go. Now listen, you can get my course, my Brazilianaire investor course. It's only $84,000 a quarter. All right, $84,000 a quarter. But again, when you got Chris Change money, which I know you want to get that Chris Change money, baby. When you got that Chris Change money, ain't nothing. Listen, I'll get it on sale. It was $85,000 a quarter, right? Now it's gone down from 85 to 84. Great time to get in. Buy the dip. Only $84,000 a quarter. Exactly. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. I need you to buy the dip, please. I'm going broke over here because all my money is getting evaporated. But anyways, back to cake. You know I love them cakes. Know what I'm saying? I love them cakes, them cheesecakes. So tasty. Okay. Yeah, there we go, baby. We're never making some money. Now I got a sell signal. Just ignore them sell signals. All right. Okay, so buy stocks that crashing up, baby. That's what I tell y'all that all the time. Buy the stocks that say crashing up. I mean, from December 11th up to January 29th. Okay, we go cake over to y'all. Go cake right here. December 11th to January 29th. Right there. Okay, perfect. See, boy, I told you, your stock go up 20% when you buy the dip, right? Buy stocks that crashing up. I heard some random guy on the internet say that. And if you buy the dip, you know it's only gonna happen. It only go up. Okay, that's what the market makers do. So here's the deal. Here's your little behind the scenes action that goes on the stock market. You ready? Anytime you buy a stock, when you're buying a dip, the market maker go, I know that guy. That could change. So therefore, they're like, pump it, baby. Pump it to the moon. Pump that shit all the way up. Pump. There you go. Now listen, that's the kind of stuff we teach in my course. It's a Chris Change rocket. It's the fat stacks, boy. No. Chris Change fund manager. That's what I'm saying. The can slim shady. Let's go. I told y'all buy the dip, and you didn't buy the dip. So you guys ain't making the money that Chris Change is making. So how much is a Brazilian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. E to 19. What the hell that even mean? E to 19. E plus 19. What E? Who E? I don't know. He ain't me. He ain't Chris Change, you know what I'm saying? Oh, about Nike. Ooh, I got them kicks. Got them Nike kicks. Got my Jordans. Told y'all to drop some bands on that dip. I told you. Okay. Again, another buy the dip situation. Buy it as it's going down. Don't worry about all this other stuff that looks terrible in discretionary sectors and the stock and the sales and whatnot. Just buy the dip. Just everything that we got on here, just go up, right? So everything that I tell you to buy, just go up. So like 94 L. What the L is L? What is L? I don't even know. I bought it, but I never heard of it. L. What that L is? Oh, Estee Lauder. That's the stuff my grandma wear. But it's real good. It's real good. I told y'all to buy it. I told you to buy it all the way back here, December 2nd, right? Don't worry about that sales signal right now. It's real good. In fact, my L price tag at $200, make it $2,000. Hold on, my Lambo needs some. Listen, this has been real fun, but I got to guess. As you know, as a Brazilianaire with all my chains dangling everywhere, I got things to do. I got people to see. I ain't gonna sit around here all day waiting with you. I gotta go. You guys don't listen to that random guy on the internet. He don't know what he's talking about. Buy the dips. Always buy dips. And only go up if we need to buy the dip.
Knock. It's Chris Change. Still him. Hit a couple for the door frame. Too loud. Go Lambo parked by the slow lane. Cool shape Lambo, yes, no shame. Iconic. Knock. It's Chris Change. Don't ask me how. All buys never sell dates. Why would I? If it pump, then I'm self-made. Built different. Risk management couldn't tell me. Never needed.
Some knowledge was dropped. Yes, that probably definitely happened. Holy moly, he's at different levels. I know. That's right. I work super hard to put food on the table every single day. We got a couple more stocks we need to rank real quick. Like SoFi, the future of finance. I heard Chris Change loves SoFi. Chris Change should have stuck around and done so. Oh my God. I just laugh at SoFi now because the SoFi bros are so obnoxious. They are so passionate about this stock, and it's so brutal right now. Like SoFi is just like where you go to set your money on fire at the moment, right? And I don't know when it's going to stop being on fire, but SoFi is absolutely destroying people's bank accounts, and they're just letting it. They're just letting it happen to them because they're so much smarter in the market. HNSD. They're so much smarter in the market. SoFi is the future of the market cycle. Okay. So then we go to Honest Company, which OVTLYR doesn't cover all the data for it yet. I don't know what happened to Celsius. It disappeared. But we don't have the data in here for Honest Company just yet. But goodness gravy, what a terrible stock. You ever wonder why HNST? You ever wonder why professional fund managers don't look at penny stocks? It's because they cost that price for a reason. They're terrible, no good, very bad companies. So therefore, why would you buy it? Why would you buy it? I don't want you to buy it, especially as this, right? Again, we always say this, buy stocks as they're crashing up, not as they're crashing down. And whatever price target you want to set on it, it's useless, right? It's useless. This is a 4 of 9. Even though we're missing a couple, I'm still going to give it a 4 of 9. All right, so let's rank these. Let's rank these. Let's see. No, not all 8. Stupid Excel. There we go, 13. All right, so let's rank these. Now, of course, Chris Chains came through and he added his very special touch onto this. So Cake is the score of Cake. Oh man, Chris Chains. Okay, I was not ready for that. The score of Cake is so. I forgot how many zeros Chris Chains put on there. The score of Cake is astronomical. It's close to $1 Brazilian right there. And then everything else. So here's the deal. Buy the dip. It only goes up from here. But in all reality, you probably should be a little bit more discerning with your money than just buying every dip. And that is what I'd like to teach you here on this channel. So if you're ready to save time, make money, and start with less risk, we actually do great videos around here, or at least I assume they're great. Click one of these 2 videos. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.